The story from the project, innocent black man. Let me be clear. Damn, man. The story from the project, innocent black man.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 128. The market is starting to change up, show signs of life. The weather is changing. Yesterday, the zoo was fantastic. I showed you some pictures. Anyway, we was able to pull our 5th consecutive green day. Caught a lot of opportunities, and I'm going to tell you exactly how we pulled it off. And today, midday market recap. All right, y'all, let's go over the trades from this morning. We had a lot of opportunities this morning with the market climbing back. Anytime you got sort of a bullish sentiment, it's a lot easier to catch your entries. So I will say that. Anyway, let's pull the charts up. All right, cool. The first trade today, we got into 1, 2, 3, 5 trades today. We lost on one, and it was the 4th one that really climbed us up. So anyway, let's talk about it. The first trade today was at 9.43 to the upside. This one we won on. All right, cool. Let's pull the chart up. Okay, the candle that starts the market at 9, closes at 9:30 is a green candle with a lower wick. Let me know some people trying to push it down. The very next candle opens at 30, closes at 35, is a red candle. Of course, you know, right after that candle, I set my key level. I said, all right, cool. This is what we're trying to get to. If we don't get above that or below that, I'm not trading. On the very next candle, opens up at 35, closes at 40. We got a green candle. We got a lower wick, so I set the key level for that one. Didn't really need to do that one because I know it was coming down to the 200, so that was a level right there. Anyway, on that candle, we did not break the key level that I set, so no trade. We're still waiting. Patience pays, P-A-Y. I'll tell you that in a minute. Check this out. On the very next candle, the one that opens up at 40, closes at 45, we break through the key level. I say to myself, if this closes above the key level, I'm jumping in. It got further enough away from the key level, I knew it was closing above it. I jumped in 9.43, rolled that bad boy all the way up to the candle close, and the next candle kept going up. I got out at 9.46 for our first trade of the day. I like it. I always like to start green because I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I was up about 15 bucks. I said, all right, cool, I'll take it. Now, what I did on the next trade is something that you guys can also do if you like to. It's a nice little strategy to help you not lose money for the day. All right, cool. So I'm up $15. The next contract I can take a $150 contract, set a 10% stop loss. So if it goes against me, the guardrail will stop me at 10%, and I'm back to break even on the day. So I got 2 choices with this trade: either make more money or break even. I like that kind of strategy, because if it goes against you, at least you don't lose no money. You know what I mean? And the 10% in the contract can't force you to lose money because you took a contract that was $150 and I only made 15 on that one on the previous trade. All right, now, cool. The next trade, which was to the downside, we lost on, and we lost 10%, and we were back down to break even. We got in at 9.55. All right, cool. The candle that opens up 45 and closes at 50 was a green candle, the one that we got out of. The very next candle opens up 50, closes at 55. As that bad boy closed, I'm thinking because we coming to that key level on that upper wick, it's a small upper wick, and I'm thinking because the key level is acting as resistance, we're going to get a reverse. I jump in at the candle close. On this next candle opens up 55. I jump in. It begins to reverse and go in my favor. I like it. But of course, you know, I wasn't quick enough on the trigger. It pops down on that lower wick and begins to pop back up. I'm like, dad. But I'm not moving the guardrail. I hold this bad boy for 2 minutes. It keeps climbing, and it pops me out for a 10% loss. So now we actually back down to break even. Down about $2 or something like that. But at least I feel good. I'm not climbing out of a hole on the next trade. I'm right there. Now, I got 2 choices. I can either stop trading on the day, won one, lost one, come back tomorrow, or continue to trade them. I continue to trade because I was break even. All right, cool. The next trade was at 9.58 to the upside. This one we won on. All right, cool. So now I'm watching that candle that we lost on. We got out 9.57. I see it's climbing up. You know what, Mike? Jump right back in it. Why? Because it's climbing up and the energy is there. I jump in 9:58. It's riding up. We get green immediately because it's riding up. I hold to the candle close. It closes at 10 o'clock. I'm watching. On the very next candle opens up, it's still going green. And I sell my position at 10:01 and 32. So now we back green in the sea. I like it. And it wasn't hard to get green again because the second trade, we only broke even because I set it up that way. That's a good strategy if you want to take that strategy. All right, cool. So now we sitting green on the day. I like it. But I think we can do a little bit more. The next trade was at 10:01 to the upside. This was the biggest trade of the day, the one that changed the game for us. Here we go. We jumped in at 10:01. All right, cool. The candle that opens up at 10 o'clock, the one we got out of on that last trade and closes at 10:05. I jumped in immediately right after I got out of the next one. Why? Because the energy looked like it wanted to break through that trend line that I got set there. Remember I told you, key levels and trend lines act like magnets, and I saw the way the price action was happening. It was acting like a magnet, pulling it up. So I jumped in. Remember the trade previous this one, I got out 10:01 and 32 seconds. I jumped back in this one at 10:01 and 37 seconds. It was almost immediate. I jumped in, rolled that bad boy up. I added a contract at 10:04 at the candle about to close, bring the cost basis down. So now we got two contracts. The candle closes, the next one opens up, it breaks through the trend line, which I like, with the two contracts, and I sell both contracts. Woo! And that really set us on the day. I think that brought us to about $40 on the day. I like it. Then the last trade of the day, which was at 10:10. This one was to the downside. And why is it the downside? Because that previous trade ran through the trend, hit the trend line, and started to reverse. But let me know the trend line was acting like resistance. All right, cool. As that candle closed at 10:10, the one we got out of, the very next candle opens up 10:10, closes at 10:15. I jumped in immediately, rolled that bad boy down all the way to the candle close. Bam! And that's how we did it. We got out at about 10:15. You can see it there, and that's how we finished the day. Almost $50. I'll take it. 5th consecutive green day, crossed over the $2,100 level, y'all. You got to love it. You got to love it. We still in recovery mode. And I know, like I said, this is my strategy, my best strategy in terms of accuracy and wins. If I kind of just get the chump change, $30 here, $50 here, $70 here, I can do that. The home runs, I don't know if we do too well, but chump changing, I'm pretty much good with that. Anyway, that's how the day went. You can stay to the end. I'll show you some pictures of the zoo. All right, y'all. Peace. See you tomorrow.